According to the Martin article on how to make orderly observations, sometimes, when an experimental approach cannot be used, it is necessary to use correlational observations. In correlational observations, the variables in the experiment are observed, and the relationships between the variables are evaluated. This leads us to an important point that correlational observations cannot be used to establish causal relationships. This is due to the fact that none of the variables are under the control of the experimenter. Oftentimes, correlational designs are conducted through the use of surveys in the form of a questionnaire or interview. However, they can also be conducted through archival research with data gathered in public or private records, such as court records or census data. An example of a correlational study comes from an experiment by Revisa et al. In 2017, where researchers tested the correlation between laptop internet use and classroom learning. This was tested for both academic and non-academic purposes. In order to measure this, a proxy server was installed on the laptops of students in an introductory psychology class to monitor their internet usage while they were in class. Intelligence, motivation, and interest were also assessed in order to see if they could account for the relationship between performance and internet use. The results of this study showed that internet use for non-academic purposes was common among students who had brought their laptop to class. These results also showed that the internet use was inversely related to class performance. The relationship between intelligence, motivation, and interest were also upheld in the results of this experiment, and class-related internet use was not associated with any advantage to perform better in the classroom. So next time you choose to play a game or text a friend on your laptop during class, you may want to rethink that decision. There are positive correlations where both variables increase or decrease together, negative correlations where one variable increases while the other decreases, and some studies can even have no correlation, meaning that there is no discernible relationship in this experiment. In the case of the laptop study, there was a negative correlation, meaning that the more a student used their laptop for non-educational purposes, the poorer they performed in school. As a reminder, correlational observations involve examining the relationship between two or more variables to understand whether and how they are related. The purpose of these observations are to identify and describe the degree and direction of association between variables without manipulating them, with the end goal being to explore patterns and relationships in real-world settings. They are a crucial part of numerous scientific studies across the globe and remain a particularly important aspect to psychological research today.